Hi everyone, I wanted to do a very special video today of my first ever sort of expensive investment pen that I bought, and I really wanted that one, and it wasn't actually a fountain pen that I bought. I actually bought a good old ballpoint pen. I was studying at the time, and I just wanted, being a huge pen collector, I just wanted something really, really sort of you know, luxury type of writing instrument. And of course I went for Montblanc. I know there'll be a lot of comments on that, but that was the pen I went for. And the reason I bought the ballpoint pen was because it was just easier to use when I was at university. So let me show you what I bought, and I'll also tell you why it's a sort of a special day as well. So the pen I bought was the Montblanc Starwalker Doue Ballpoint. Now this is in resin and platinum, and I will try and focus the camera. If you can see the concentric patterns on here. Now, first of all, I must apologise. There is a very, very technical name for these concentric circle design pattern on a pen, and not many people know it, and I do know it, but I have forgotten. I've only ever heard it once, and I actually wrote it down, but I can't for the life of me find it. And I phoned many Montblanc shops, and the staff just don't know what it's called. They're not really that experienced with the intricacies of design and so on. I just can't find it. Everybody keeps telling me it's known as a horizontal guilloche, circle guilloche design, but I know it's not, because I have actually heard the technical name from a pen maker, and I wrote it down because I knew I'd forget it, and I can't find which diary I wrote it down in, and for many years I've been looking to find it, and I spent a lot of time on the internet trying to find it, and the only thing I can find out about this pen or this design is that it's called the horizontal guilloche pattern, but I know it's not the actual name of the design. I am thinking of writing an email to Montblanc and seeing if they can ask one of their pen makers to give me the actual name, and I am also going to look for that particular diary and try and find it, and when I do, I hope I do, I'm going to put it into the comments section below. So why is it a special day? Well, it's the 25th of September today, and this was the day that I actually bought the pen. 25th of September 2006. That was when I actually bought the pen. The model number is 38012, Starwalker Doue. Now, in relation to the model number, if any of you other experts out there who actually know more about pens than I do, and have a better memory certainly than I do, this is the model number, and that's the pen. If you know their technical name, please, please, please put it in the comment section below. I would love to know what it's called. I know it's not called horizontal guilloche. So that's the rant over, or the introduction more rather. So let me talk about the pen. Now, I have for the past 9 years used this pretty much every day and gone through a lot of cartridges, and I have absolutely loved the weight balance of this pen. And I didn't really buy it for as an investment piece, but yeah, I mean, when I actually bought it, the lady did say it was an investment piece, but for me, I just wanted something that I would always have with me, and I suppose you could call it an investment piece, but for me, it's not really. I'm never going to sell it, and so it has a lot of sentimental value. So for me, it's more of a sentimental pen. The money I paid for it is not really an issue or a talking point. I know that might sound a bit silly, but it's more of a sentimental item for me, and I absolutely love this pen. So that's sort of the backstory of this pen, and having used it for like nine years as of today, I for a couple of weeks kind of just realised, I was just wondering that, with many companies going out of business, I just had this real fearful thought that if Montblanc ever went out of business, I would run out of cartridges for this pen, even though I've got a big stockpile. And I was watching a video on the pretty much the Zebra 701 pen, which people convert, and they put the Fisher Space Pen refill into it. And I just had this sort of bright spark thing that I'm actually going to mess about with this pen and try and put the refill in. And I was actually quite surprised at the result. In here I actually have the standard Montblanc Ballpoint refill. It's a blue cartridge. Let's see if I can write with it. Still. Now, as you can see, my writing is quite bad. It's absolutely horrendous. But even with my bad writing, I have very good control. I can hold it from up here, or I can taper it down. And just if I wanted to do small, neater writing, I could do it that way. I'm going to try and find a ruler. I always sort of misplace these damn things. Even though I try to have as many as possible around me at any one time. Let's have a look. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. Right. I just want to give you the length measurements of this. So, because I always feel when people do reviews, they don't give a sort of a relativity measurement, because my hands could be bigger, or smaller than yours. So, from the top to the tip, it is 13.6 millimeters, and with the nib out, it is 13.8 centimeters. Yeah, 13.8 centimeters with the entire nib out. Let's try and see if I can give you. I should really using a circle template, but it's about 10 millimeters width at the top here, and I'm going to estimate it. It's about. I'd say this is at the widest point. It's about 14 millimeters, because that's what it feels like when it tapers down. There's just a gentle increase, and then quite a steep, and quite a tapered descent there. So that was the sort of the history of the pen. That I bought it on the 29th of September 2006, and now today it is 2015, so it's been 9 years, and to this date it's been absolutely fantastic. I've looked after it, and I really want it to last me another my lifetime. Now on to the cool factor. So let's have a look. So this is the cartridge, and I'm just trying to give you some measurements of the cartridge. It's about 9.4 centimeters, 9.5, yeah, 9.5 centimeters. So let's get the magical cartridge out. I have these vials to carry spare cartridges, the Fisher Space Pen cartridges, and I always just put the converter top on there so the ink doesn't blob out. So there is a little bit of difference with the Fisher Space Pen cartridge. See if I can zoom out a little bit. And on its own, as the bullet pen or as the Fisher Space Pen takes it, the cartridge is, let's have a look, 8.8 centimeters. Now you do have to use this adapter on it, and with the adapter then the cartridge becomes 9. See if we can see this clearly. About 9.7 centimeters long. Now here comes the magical bit. You do need the converter, and I've made no adjustments to the pen, as you saw. And now my camera's going to be stupid. Come on, boom. There we go. So I've made no adjustments to the pen, just put this on. Nothing to the spring. As you can see, it's the original spring in there, or you can try and see. There we go. So if you just put this in there, there we go. It comes out. Come on, focus, be good. It comes out about, I think it's about maybe 2 millimeters, but about a millimeter less. I think that was actually 3 millimeters. When this comes out, I think it's actually about 3 millimeters that actually come out. But on this, it's about 2 millimeters. But you can see that the tip is very well. It comes out quite well, and you can even put it into a stencil, and use the stencil to make stencil marks. So let's have a look. And there are some holes in here which I will use to demonstrate that. So this is now Montblanc Starwalker. I'm calling this space. So Montblanc, if you're watching, do this. Now, just to show you that you can still use a stencil with it. There we go. It's just my funny hands. Circle. And I'm very bad at drawing. I have to use stencils all the time. There you go. So you can see that it's just made stencil pattern, and yeah, I mean it's fine. It's ready to go, and you can very easily put it back, and it submerges into sinks back into the holder with no. It's about maybe a good 3 millimeters inside, which is about the same as with the generic or the factory Montblanc ballpoint pens. Let's see if you can just get an angle on that. As you already know, I'm not a professional videographer, but I am learning, so please bear with me. I'm a bit slower than everyone else. So yeah, Montblanc Starwalker Doue with space pen refill. Now, you could use that absolutely anywhere. So who says fashion is not practical? And that's probably not. Let's have a look. Just one more setting. I think I've received a message, because I did ask someone to message me if they found. No, they've not yet found it. So sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So the next 11 years, or the next, yeah, because I should have done this next year, but I really wanted to make this video today. So, let's do it every 9 years. So in 9 years' time, hopefully, I'm going to do part 2 of this video and show you how the Montblanc Starwalker Space Edition works out. And I hope it works out amazing, because Space Pen works everywhere. Montblanc, absolutely height of quality and penmanship in terms of making. And 2 amazing stationery design houses together, infused in one. I think I'm the first one to do it. So there we go. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have a Starwalker Doue, go ahead and do it. Show me. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye.